Hey guys, Storm20111, hope you're still staying safe out there. This video is the 5th of the Nanoblocks build, and we are doing NBCC_085 Amy Rose. So, when I first saw Amy Rose, this was before the Dreamcast versions. She was first known as Rosy the Rascal, but then Sega decided to call her Amy Rose, makes it more easier for everyone to remember. And ever since then, she has been the one trying to chase Sonic wherever he goes. And all to no avail, unfortunately. But hopefully one day Sonic will understand. But I doubt it. Well, anyway, here we go with the build, and I am going to expect a lot of, well, plenty of pink, plenty of red, and some other colors here and there and everywhere. And it's a shame, really, that we don't have her with the hammer that she is associated with, because that would have been a bit of an included bonus for the model. But anyway, I'm going to get started on unpacking and sorting out the groups for the pieces. Don't go anywhere, guys. This is going to be a fun build. Okay, and quite a lot of colors that you can see here. We got a lot of pink, we got a few pieces of red over there. We've even got some white, some clears to help support the model. We've got some dark blue and green. We got a few blacks. We've also got some grays for the shoes, and we got some creams. We do have two yellows. It was right over here. Problem that I had at the time when I first saw the instructions was these didn't really look yellow. And they didn't clearly say that they were cream. But I managed to take them into a room with a brighter light than this one, and I found out that these are different different colors. These are different to the yellows. But I'm definitely looking forward to this build. I'm gonna get started on step 1, guys. So stick around. It shouldn't be that long, really. Okay, so this is the end of step 1. Not as organized as I would like to show, but it's still still done anyway. So we've done the cream part, so we've got two 1x3s here at the front, and 1x2 next to one of the 1x3s. Then at the back it's mostly pink, some L's, some T's, a 2x4, a 1x4, and I know you can probably tell, just in case, I shall bring out one of the pieces. One of the pieces that we needed was one of the angled ones. So it's practically this one right here. If I can just show the camera. Here we go. If I could just turn it around. There we go. So this is the basis of the first step. I'm now going to move on to step 2. Get to work on building towards Amy's head. Okay, I have done step 2. We have done the nose of the model. We've also done more of her face, and we've even done some parts of the pink here. What I did first was I did the 1x4 black here, and then I took it. I started with the 1x3 at the pink cream at the front from step 1, then started to build my way backwards. I found it a lot more easier because that way I could build around the black piece and then build around the other pieces from there on out. So with that step completely done, I'm moving on to step 3, which is more of Amy's head. Okay, so now we've done more of Amy's face. We've done her green eyes, we've done the white parts of the eyes, we've even used the 2x1s that do not have any of the stubs on top. And we are also slowly building up nicely around her pink little head. So it's coming along nicely, and we are now moving on to step 4, where we are actually finishing off her eyes and continuing on her head. Okay, so we have now completed step 4. We have done the dark blue for the eyes right here. We've also done some of the blacks. We've even done some of the curved edges here for the curvy parts of Amy Rose's hair. And of course, we have also used some 1x3s, 1x3, and a couple of L's here on the model. So it's shaping up pretty nicely. So step 5 is coming up. I shall get to it. Okay, so this is the end of step 5. It was more of a curving towards the top of Amy's hair, and sort of like a vice versa way of doing it. So a 2x3 here, then another 2x3 there, and then followed it up by 1x4, and then I did the same thing again on the head. So yeah, it's like a rotational way of doing this part, really, which is pretty easy and simple to understand. So it's now time for me to get to work on step 6. Okay, this is the end of step 6, guys. We've used up the remaining pieces of the smaller edges, and we've also built up more of the hair. And as you can see, we've got two little 1x1 reds here, which are for Amy's headband. It's part of her character and her identity, so I can't just see her without the headband. So yeah, that's it for step 6. It's time for me to move on to step 7. And this is it for step 7 of the model. Practically, we've got the deeper slope pieces here for Amy's ears. And of course, we've got some more red for the headband. And it was a bit of an easy one again. A pink T piece here at the top, and then a 1x3 with the little 1x1s on both ends, and then another T piece at the back. That's it for step 7. Sorry for that, guys. I'm going to move on to step 8 here on camera because it's practically another easy one. What I've done is I've done two separate 2x2s, one with an upwards angle from the bottom, and another with a 1 in the middle. There we go. And all it does is go into that little slot right in front of Amy's head. So it shouldn't be that difficult or long. There we go. Perfect. So now Amy's got her little tuft for the front of her hair. And now we are moving on to step 9, guys. And this is the end of step 9. It's practically the cream pieces for the ears, another little 1x2 with the angle here for part of her hair, and then the finish of the red bandana right here, and of course to top off the head personally. Instead of pausing the video, pause the recording, I'm going to move on to step 10 on camera for you guys. It's practically just two little 1x1 pink pieces here, and they are going to go onto Amy's ears, which is that easy. And if you have seen the first Sonic the Hedgehog Nanoblock build video, you can ignore this, but in case you haven't, I'll tell you. This piece is practically the company's Nanoblock's smallest piece. It's 4mm by 4mm by 5mm. It also says that on the packaging, but I thought I'd tell you guys. There we go, and that is it for Amy's head. We are, well, it's not the end of the head, but we are going to do some more on it. So I'm going to pause the recording real quickly just so that I could do step 11. Should it be long? And this is it for the step 11, guys. Just have to double check. Yep, it is step 11. So it's practically the curves of Amy's hair, her quills. And of course, we've also done a little T-piece right here at the back, a pink T-piece. So this is it for the head. It is done. Now, I'm looking at step 12, and according to the instructions, it's another part-by-part section. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to show you how the procedure is done. So I'm going to get to it, guys. And this is the first part of step 12. It's basically 2 white L's right here at the top, followed by 2 1x2 whites, and then the 1x6 for her dress. So that is it. We're now starting to build up on Amy Rose's dress. We're now going to move on to the second part. It shouldn't be long, guys. And this is the end result of part 2 of the step. Practically on top it is a 2x3, but underneath it the two new pieces are little red 1x2s for the I believe it is the the upper part of the torso. So I'm just going to quickly show you guys what part 3 of the step is. It's actually quite easy looking at it. So it's practically these 4 pieces. A white 1x2, a red 1x2 with a one in the middle, and 2 yellow pieces of the same type. So, what I'm gonna do is I gotta pop the white part first, then the red, and then by the looks of things, I have to do the yellow ones right here. It does say use a support platform for doing the build, but I don't have any of those. I'm fine with this. So that is it for for part 2 and 3 of step 12. I'm going to pause the video again so that I can get to work on part 4. Sorry guys, my bad. It was actually the cream pieces, not the yellow ones. I had to make sure that I read the instructions. So, same advice to you guys. Read the instructions before you put the model together. It can save you a lot of time and stress. Okay guys, this is the end of part 4. It was practically building Amy's hand, so I used a little, well, I had to use the little white L's, and then 1 by 2 whites to build up the hands, then yellows, in case you missed it. They were the wrong place. They are for the wrists, and then I attached the long cream poles, and then attached them to the body as so. And now I believe I have to attach them, all of it, onto the model. Well, I have to attach the head, this part here, onto the body. Hopefully, I won't mess this up. Just gonna pause it so that I can do it. And that is it. She has her head attached to her body and arms. And she is looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. Oh, that's just a spare. I always make sure that if I have any spares, I keep them in a nice little bag so that they don't get separated. And now it is time for me to move on to step 13, which is looking like the clear base support for the model. Okay, and this is it for step 13. So I just had to double check in the future steps to see if the plastic was on the correct spot, and judging from where I put the model to what it says on the instructions, it looks like I might have done it correctly or incorrectly. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, that is that for the step. It is now time for me to make the final step, which is her feet, her big boots. And this is it, the final model. The legs were easy, just put the greys at the bottom, then the 4x2 reds, little 2x2 whites with ones in the very center, then little 1x1s of white and red, isometrical to each other. So she is now fully completed. Just gonna give her a nice little twirl. Woo! And that is it for the Amy build of this Nanoblock series. NBC0085, guys. Very lovely build, I gotta admit. I'm well worth the money. So, please do hit the subscribe button if you like this video, and hopefully I will do more in the future. But for now, happy gaming, stay safe, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye-bye.